Morning, everybody. Kevin here from Watch This with Joe and Kevin, continuing on into season 4 of The Sopranos. We had kind of a departure episode last week from the main storylines, not in a bad way. It was still peripheral. It still involved all the main characters and other things that are still going on. I think the most interesting one is still whatever's going on with Paulie in jail and why he's trying to make things difficult for everybody, especially Tony. And Ralphie, obviously, but also the weird thing going on with Furio and Carmela. I wouldn't think that Furio would be that dumb, but there were glances, but that doesn't mean that he was being anything other than polite. I don't feel like he was flirting with her, but I mean her attraction is not subtle. We did kind of stop with the thing I was most interested in, which is the Adriana as rat storyline, as snitch, and we kind of did a departure into like the Christopher Columbus slash mob heritage thing around Columbus Day. The There were people on Patreon who pointed out that this was a kind of a meta episode that was kind of in response to accusations towards the show of negatively depicting Italian Americans, which does make sense. Like all Italian mob related pop culture entertainment does. But I don't know. I feel like there are plenty of other characters on the show. Sorry, I keep forgetting to turn this alarm off. Other characters on the show that don't really fall in line with that. So I've never really felt like, again, I mentioned during the show that Italian Americans get a bad rap. I live in the Midwest. I don't live on the East Coast, so I don't know how deep those stereotypes actually run. I like to think in 2025 people realize that not everybody of Italian descent is in organized crime. But it was kind of a departure episode. Not done badly, right? I know I pick on the show a lot, but I like to compare things when things go off the rails to The Walking Dead, which is a show I used to watch and, like everybody else, jump ship on at some point. But one of the things that show liked to do is get to a cliffhanger, a really big important moment, and in the next episode, just to screw with the audience, would focus on something completely different, a little, and usually it's minutia, and you just have like this, haha, where you thought we'd pick up next week, but we're going to wait 2 weeks to pick up. They screwed that show. Half of what ruined that show was how much they screwed with the audience on cliffhangers unnecessarily. And this show didn't do that. There wasn't like a huge thread that was hanging that was like, I'm angry at the show because we went off and did something else. Also, I should point out that the Janice storyline with her assaulting Ralphie, and I don't think Ralphie can, he threatened her, but he's in the moment. He's upset. He can't do anything to Janice because of who her brother is. But man, Janice and her, I don't know if she's a therapist, deciding that she's going to have a respectful talk with him, as the therapist said, the respect that you're known for, which was news to me. And instead she screams at him, attacks him for something minor, and then shoves him down the stairs. Janice being Janice, she is Tony accuses himself of, and people have accused him of being his own worst enemy. I agree with that. We all are. But I think Janice takes that self-destructive stuff to a whole new planet as far as the Soprano family goes. But I guess we'll see moving forward. I would like to get back into those storylines. We do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us and give a special thank you to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldes, Chris, Coincidence, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sudugundavarapu, Torgir Lingstad, Weird Magic, and WearPanda47. Thank you so much, friends. We're really glad you're here with us. If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we're watching, check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. All shows were at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. On everything on Patreon, due to copyright law, you will have to sync and watch along with us. You're only going to see and hear me. By the way, the last episode, they got me because the episode was called Christopher when I was going in, so I expected it to be about Christopher on the show and not Christopher Columbus. Christopher was barely in the episode. I do think, the last episode, they again had minor mentions to 9/11. I thought they're handling that really well. Obviously, they're capturing the time in that people were all like, how dare you badmouth America, especially now, and I like that, like really like warped patriotism that happened after 9/11 that was almost violent in terms of how any dissenting opinion was treated as treasonous.
Who's
This
that?
is
Nobody. Jersey.
Ralph Cifaretto's crew.
Man, Johnny and Ralphie are going to come to it, aren't they, over this joke?
That show. I make up clause, the whole bit. You okay?
He is awfully insecure about his wife.
Donnie, right?
John, how you doing?
What's the matter? Not funny anymore?
God.
Come on, let me get you out of here. Come on, come on.
No. Please. Scumbag? Let me buy you a drink.
Oh, my God.
John, your hand is bleeding.
I used it to break my fall. Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Go to sleep.
This is a lot of pain and suffering over a dumb joke. It wasn't even a good joke.
Including an assortment of other investment vehicles.
What, like classic cars?
No, stocks, bonds.
I think he's pulling your leg, Brian.
Let me think about it. Run it by my accountant.
Ginsburg? He's a CPA. He's not an investment advisor.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Dad, it's Uncle Sal.
I gotta get that. Say hello to Janelle.
I'll walk you out, Brian.
I mean, he had to launder it all, but I guess with his garbage business, he kind of does.
What happened?
Is this the guy that Johnny beat down?
Hey.
Hey, yourself.
Yeah.
That fucking kid is in intensive care.
I thought he worked for Ralph.
And Ralph works for me.
Yeah.
He's in Miami. They got phones down there last time I checked.
He's got a bad history, Tony. Cute cocksucker could wind up dead.
All over a joke, man.
Made a crack about Ginny's weight. Something about her having a 90-pound mole on her ass.
So that's all this is about, yeah.
That's deplorable.
He was there.
What's important is that it was said.
Well, if he did say it, I didn't hear it. Because he knows better than to make a remark like that when I'm around.
I'll tell you, though. I never had a problem with Ginny's weight.
Then that's all that should matter, not what Ralphie says.
You can't be serious about it winding up, you know.
She's the mother of my children.
I know she is, John. I know she is.
And John always seemed like the level-headed one.
So this kid gonna be okay?
I don't know. Still unconscious.
My fucking temper.
Yeah. Is Tony going to figure out that Polly's been the one talking?
Next week, I make a party for the housewarming.
What a nice idea. It's my real estate exam.
Furio can get other women. This would be a terrible idea.
So, next Sunday is the party.
We will be there.
Oh, no, he's... hard to say.
Over half a dozen crack babies were reunited with their natural mothers, several of whom are now in recovery.
That's nice.
Check out the Law Center. There's some really cool people there.
So is that Meadow's future is going to be a lawyer?
Could be anybody flapping their gums.
What I don't get's why. What's the upside of telling Johnny that?
Great question, Christopher.
Loose lips sink ships.
First, Johnny knows about flipping the property by the Esplanade. Not his shit.
Put it together, man.
What if Vesuvio's bugged and the fucking feds told Johnny?
Conspiracy theories now.
Why not? Create a little dysentery among the ranks?
Dysentery.
He's actually talked about dropping out and joining the forestry service.
Senior year. There's something about the light at the end of that tunnel that can be very frightening.
It's actually true.
Fuck. Whole family's nuts.
Man, Ralphie just talks too much.
Who's he think's keeping that fat bitch in devil dogs anyway?
Whatever he is, he's also Carmine's underboss. So you're gonna fucking placate him.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Apologize?
Oh, no, you do that, I'll be worse. Whoever told him this is your word against theirs.
That's actually a really good idea.
I just got back. I talked to Tony. I love Ginny. I would never say anything like that.
It's not what I heard.
Yeah.
Why would you apologize? I thought you didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
You know something, Ralph? Not only are you a thief, you're a lying fuck.
Oh my God, he did not do a good job here. Yeah.
What did I say? No apology.
Yeah, he blew that.
I want you to sanction the hit on Ralph Cifaretto.
Whoa!
What did he say?
Have to repeat it? My word's not good enough?
Not if you want him clipped over it.
Yeah.
She was having a 90-pound mole removed from her ass.
And you want to kill the guy over that.
I'll demand he's taxed. But clip him?
Is it all just about money?
Yes.
I'll ask for 200 grand.
200 grand for insulting my wife. What's next, come on? You get the fuck up for $1 million?
He wants to fuck her?
I'm making up. Get this Fernandez paving bullshit dealt with.
Well, this is not going to end well.
They actually beat him for it with sticks. The truth was, he had a photograph of Britney Spears with his belongings.
It's horrible.
Eesh.
Dad?
Thought I was in the wrong place. I was looking for a glass of milk to dunk these in, and I thought maybe you could help me out.
I'm glad they're getting along.
Rahima, this is my dad.
How you doing?
Hello.
Well, don't I?
No, thanks.
How's Tony going to take this conversation? I guess it's not as bad as dating a black guy to him.
They provide free legal counsel for the indigent and disenfranchised.
And this Rahumi, she's what, your first client?
Take it easy.
What happened to being a pediatrician? I thought that was a great field for you, the way you love kids. Just don't be a sucker, okay? A lot of these people, these indigenous types, they got plenty of money to...
God.
You're working with minorities now to get back at me for being mean to Noel.
Listen to you. Believe it or not, the world doesn't revolve around you.
Yeah, that was pretty narcissistic.
Come on, let's go to the bookstore. You probably need a sweatshirt or something.
That's sweet. After that horrible conversation. Why won't he get out of the way? Just go around it, man. Worlds collide.
How was your traffic?
Tunnel was a little backed up.
This time of day, GW, zip right over. I'm trying to explain.
Fuck you.
John, please.
Don't fucking John me.
Hey, we're trying to settle this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Carmen. I can't be in the same room with this man.
Ralphie tried. He's a terrible guy, but he tried.
Maybe you don't care about our future.
Oh my God.
When you trivialize things that are important to me, like this family's financial security, it makes me feel unloved.
Oh, yeah, and...
Well, that's your problem right there, because you equate love with money.
You equate love with money.
And Furio listens to her. I can see where the problem is then. As far as why she feels like he's a better version.
Is it safe?
We each got a new cell phone. Talk on it once, you toss it. Totally untraceable. That's what the Taliban used to do.
That's actually true.
When you had that RICO trial, what did that run you?
A lot.
Where you going?
I told you, I gotta pick up Sophia.
Yeah, he's a single dad now.
If you weren't there, how do you know it's true?
I'm not at liberty to say.
All due respect, but this is bullshit. Somebody in my family's talking out of school, and you're not at liberty to say who?
Yeah.
You tell me who told you about it. We'll bring him in here. He corroborates what you're saying. I'll give you Ralph on a platter.
There you go.
I mean, what happened to this thing? For God's sake, we bend more rules than the Catholic Church.
Junior laughing at that one.
Yeah, again with the money. It's settled, John. So either name a price or get the fuck over it.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer. He's already gone. Junior thought he just solved it. This thing between these two guys could really get out of hand fast. Like more than one body.
I don't want that apple cart upset.
Yeah, then somebody should do something about it.
I appreciate your thoughts.
You saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, is he telling him to deal with it?
All right, then I'll talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was fucking around. For Christ's sakes.
It was just a joke.
That's enough of you and your stupid fucking remarks. Go back to Miami and play volleyball, whatever the fuck it is you do down there, or we clean up your fucking mess.
Yeah.
A mole on her ass? What's the joke? I still don't get it.
It wasn't a good joke.
You had to be there.
Real lack of standards, your generation. That one's a slippery fuck, huh? Him and those big fish lips of his. The fifth question, and the poor prick used all his lifelines.
I always thought the same thing.
Lenny gets pinched for heroin trafficking. It turns out the cocksucker's been making a fortune.
Oh.
You go to Rhode Island, and whatever you do, don't mention drugs. Coke, heroin, not even Tylenol.
Lenny prick.
Lou DiMaggio.
Yeah, they killed him, right?
They started calling him DiMaggio after the cops found Lenny and his wife with their heads bashed in by a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was Lou while he still had his health.
So these guys like old at this point then? Yeah, if it was the 50s.
Hello. Silvio Dante, we spoke on the phone. Chris Montesante, how you doing?
Oh my God. Look at these guys.
It's my birthday, too.
We're having cake later.
Got him coming home from the track one night. Caught him good with a tire iron.
My God.
I don't know that we need to be that, overstated. Nothing fancy, as long as he disappears.
It's your money.
One of them's blind, one of them's on oxygen.
We got a long ride back.
That guy we're looking for, he's at the Del Rey Hotel in Miami. A friend with the paving problem.
Send someone over there tomorrow.
Oh my God.
I'd feel a lot better with the Pope's blessing.
Just do as you're told. I'll deal with the fallout.
Are these guys both gonna die at the same time?
What's that you making?
Fruit salad. You want some? Low fat whipped cream.
Yeah. You enjoy it, sweetie.
This is such a dumb thing for people to die over. She's looking to help out Furio.
Why did I have to come? He's not even home.
Hey, look who's here. Carmela, Anthony, how you doing?
We were just passing by. I figured we'd give it a shot.
No, we weren't.
I've never seen Furio in a Henley. He looks jacked.
So you're thinking of making that an apartment then for your parents?
Garage. I don't need it.
Can he go inside Furio's house and go to the bathroom?
I get the smell of olives in a restaurant and a store, maybe. It makes me very sad.
I mean, he did come to America kind of against his will. It was part of a trade.
Love you.
I love you too. Careful driving.
It's going to be the last time you see him. We're focusing on him a lot. Is he not going to even make it out of town? Oh, God. Something's about to go wild here, isn't it?
Hello? Why is the door unlocked?
Is she having an affair?
Jen?
Jesus, you scared the shit out of me.
What are you doing?
I thought you left.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing on the floor?
Nothing. I was getting the laundry together.
Is she eating? Is that all this was? She just wiped her face.
This is how you try?
It's the world, John. Our culture.
What's that?
Whoa.
You lied to me. You lied.
I know I've gained weight these last few years.
I take back the nice things I was saying about him to his wife.
It was your idea, all this dieting nonsense.
I wanted you to be proud of me.
I am proud of you.
Okay.
I love you.
Okay, I thought that was taking a much darker turn.
Hello. Listen, it's me. I just talked to my guy again. We're calling it off.
Oh, wow.
I want half.
All right, whatever.
Getting out?
No.
Wow, Ralphie got really close. Okay, so it was like a change of heart then. Was looking at him.
What's your fucking problem?
Wow, Ralphie got really close to dying.
Richard had a point. I shouldn't have gone down into that garage that late at night.
Yeah, but you were the victim.
Parking garages are not inherently dangerous places, Jen. You cannot blame yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Turns out this guy was probably another parent, or more likely a repairman.
A repairman.
Anyway, enough about him. Let's get back to you.
A lot of coincidental overlap in this episode.
You wanted to see me?
You could tell Ralph I've decided to accept his apology.
Oh, good. Everyone might actually survive this.
I'll expect to hear from Ralph.
Not a big reversal all of a sudden.
It actually was just internal.
They're hurtful and they're destructive.
Oh, I agree.
You have no idea how destructive they almost were. I honestly thought we were heading for both guys dying. She's not wrong. He does equate love and money.
Tony, this is beautiful.
Well, she's kind of guilty of that, too.
See? I knew you could pull it off.
I am so curious where we're heading with the Furio-Carmela situation. I don't know that he's interested in that way. He smiles at her a lot, but that just might be his personality, smiling at the boss's wife. He doesn't know a lot of people, especially outside of work, I feel like. And, again, we kind of had that, for me, the first time we've really seen a sense of melancholy from him about leaving Italy. And it wasn't his choice to leave. He was kind of bartered away as part of the deal on the car theft ring that Tony is participating in. Insisted on getting Furio, got Furio to seal the deal. So Furio didn't have a choice about coming to America. I mean, he's ambitious. Maybe that overall was something he considers a good thing, but he's definitely homesick. He is Italian through and through. That shirt. But I don't know that he doesn't seem like a disloyal guy at all. I think the idea of him with Carmela isn't a possibility he's considering. And honestly, I don't think she's beyond flirtation. It's important to note that she's not cheated on Tony. Despite the fact that he cheats on her all the time and she knows it, she has remained pretty steadfast and loyal. There were times where she has gotten close. The carpenter, the wallpaper guy, I cannot remember his name, was in a couple episodes. I think she might have followed through with that, but it's Tony Soprano's wife, so that's why he backed out. You don't know what you're dealing with in terms of who her husband is. This is a bad idea. I have to think that Furio would realize that he's even more so the danger of that situation. Furio, is it worth your life? And I don't think it is. I don't think his head is where hers is. And again, I'm not sure hers is all the way. I don't know that if Furio reciprocated her flirting, if she wouldn't be like, whoa, this is actually not what I want to do. She's considered divorcing Tony, but, because of her religious conviction as a Catholic, she's pretty steadfastly against it. Again, even though he has given her plenty of reasons to walk away. But, it is interesting that she's gone priest shopping a little bit. And she found a guy that said, you're okay by being the Bob guy's wife. You just need to make your own money. She's kind of gotten away from the first guy another guy that she also felt a really strong attraction to. I'm not a fan of his, like as a character, as a person. But yeah. Also, we are 2 episodes removed from the Adriana situation, which is like nagging at me. I want to see how that's going and where that goes. But I don't know when we get back to it. I don't think it's gone. I know there are a lot of times storylines that they get to and they kind of drop, and that's completely reasonable. But I don't think that can be one of them. And now that Johnny seems to be kind of calmed down and back in the fold, is there a chance that they find out that Polly's their problem, and then where do you go from there? I'm not sure he's ever going to tell. I think whatever Polly's resolution is, and it could still be the Russian guy that he tried to kill, didn't kill, could be part of that resolution, but I'm kind of wondering if we're coming to a head with those 2 guys. I don't know how long Polly's going to be sidelined in jail. Maybe he's gone for a while. Maybe he's incarcerated for the whole season. I don't know. Maybe he's longer. But I think eventually there will be some type of resolution to that. I would be really surprised if at the end of season 7, Polly is still on good terms with Tony. Maybe he's in prison forever. Maybe he's dead. But I have a hard time believing that when the show ends, Polly and Tony are still tight, or at least as tight as they can be. Right now, it doesn't seem to be the case. All right, appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.